Such a cute girl. Well, hello friends. Here I am. I'm going to try to record my very first video coming back from having COVID. I have a doodle right here. Her head is in my lap, and then there's another doodle behind me. In order to film in my bathroom, I either have to crate the girls or I have to bring them in with me and shut the doors. And then it takes me about a half an hour to explore the bathroom to make sure there's nothing Harley can eat. So yeah, we're gonna get going. So as I had mentioned, this is my first video back from having COVID. And for the most part, I am pretty much back to normal. I am still suffering with some fatigue and a lot of phlegm. So I do have some water with me, and I am cheating with a little bit of a Diet Coke. Don't come at me. I just recovered from COVID. I'm enjoying a Diet Coke, friends. All right, so anyway, I noticed that I got a little peach fuzz going on in the face, and I'm also really trying to focus on my neck and my jawline because genetics plays a big part. My mother had some serious jowls, and the turkey neck is starting to happen, and I am not going to have a neck lift. You all know how I feel about elective surgeries. They're just not for me, but if they are for you, bravo. Okay, so I thought I would come and remove my peach fuzz. And I wanted to tell you, I have really, this is like, I got a lot of things going on in this video because there's a sale I want to tell you about with City Beauty. And Bay Harbor Beauty has a couple of new products. So I wanted to share a few of those in this video, not all of them. You all know that I do an LED face mask. I do a energy microcurrent, and I also do my NUA. And that helps with collagen. It helps with muscle tone, but I am really noticing a lot of activity in the neck and underneath my chin, where these two things here are starting to really show some age. And my jowls, I'm really maintaining them, but I know that eventually this is going to become an issue for me. So I'm trying very hard to work on it now. So I have my little twinkle razor, and I just like to do this to make sure that the teeth are not bent, because if it's bent, you're going to scratch yourself, and that's not a good thing. So what I do is I'm noticing I have a little bit of peach fuzz in this area. So, and I also, you can already see the fuzz coming off. I also have some dry, flaky skin from some of my new skincare items that I've been trying, which I'll share in another video. But today, it's all about the neck and the jaw. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove my peach fuzz, and I just glide it down. And I don't know, there's something really rewarding about seeing that little bit of peach fuzz that comes off. And this way, my makeup goes on nicely. When I'm outside, you don't see my beard. And a lot of people are going to ask, well, doesn't it grow in darker and thicker? I think genetics plays a big role in that, to be honest with you. And I think your ethnic background plays a big role in that. I'm a pretty hairy person on my arms and my face. I do have a lot of peach fuzz, but it has never darkened and it has never multiplied, we'll say. Every now and then after menopause, I have noticed a dark little hair or two, but I really think that's due to the hormone loss and shift in our bodies. So I'm just doing a light one, and I go right up, and then I'll make sure, I always make sure that the teeth are straight just by making sure and cleaning out the fuzz. So because I can't see very well, I'm just going to go ahead and do my forehead here. I'm covering my eyebrow up because I don't want to take it off. And this is just to get some of that dead skin off. I'm also trying a new product to get rid of this. You see this little pigmentation here? That has been there for a while. I've tried several things that have not worked. So I'm trying a new one, and I also have a couple right here, and there's just a few. I don't have a whole lot, but I do have a few. So that's it for peach fuzz removal. It was a must, so I decided I would just do it in a video quickly. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I use the gua sha tool for firming my jawline. I have been using a gua sha tool for a very long time. You know, I have many little tools that I play with, a lot of handheld and a lot of electrical ones. The gua sha tool I have been using for a very long time. So I wanted to go through how I use it. The first thing you need is a gua sha tool. And my most favorite is from Colleen Rothschild, but there are several different types. I prefer hers because it's a little bit larger, so I cover more ground. So if you're limited on time, it really is a beautiful stone compared to the others you see. I'm not a real big believer in the, oh, jade is gonna do more than the quartz or whatever. But this one here, I just really love it. I've had it for quite a few years now. When she first came out with it, I got it. It has a little hand strap, which is nice if you're somebody who has a hard time hanging on to something. I don't always use the strap. All right, so the next thing you're going to need is an oil. Now today I'm going to be using from City Beauty. I'm going to use their Ultra Firming Dry Oil. This is for the neck and the décolleté. So I have been using this on my neck and chest when I'm doing my gua sha. But any oil you have, I have the Osmosis oil, which would work very nice. This is the Nourish. And I also have been trying a new facial oil from Deviant Skincare. And this is the facial oil. So now, whatever oil you like, you go for it. And then I'm going to do the treatment with you, and then I'm going to finish up with my City Beauty Multi-Action Sculpting Cream. This, as of August 12th through August 16th, is 50% off. And the Invisicrepe Body Balm is also 50% off. The oil is not, but because there is a new movie coming out called MACK and RITA with Diane Keaton, and this is featured. So they're running a special sale, and he sent me an email letting me know there would be a sale if I wanted to share it with all of you. So that's what I'm doing. I'm sharing it with you because I know many of you use this. I have been using this on my jawline for years now, but I've started to incorporate it. Well, you'll see. I'm going to show you today. All right, so remember, August 12th through the 16th, the Invisicrepe Body Balm and the Multi-Action Sculpting Cream are on sale for 50% off, and the code is SKIN50. So everything will be listed and linked below for you, so you don't even have to work for it, okay? So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to use the Ultra Firming Dry Oil. It says firming, so why not? And I'm very generous with my oil. That's why I don't always like to use the really expensive ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to prime my neck with an oil. And remember, you use any oil you want, and we're gonna go right down my chest with this because we want to have a good slip on our chest as well, because you're going to run the gua sha down for lymphatic drainage. So I'll go ahead and put just a small amount more because I want to make sure my jaw, and this does not bother my skin after the shaving. If you have ultra sensitive skin, perhaps don't use your razor before. I keep that in mind, your sensitivity level. So this is a very nice oil. You can see it has a wonderful slip to it, and that is what is important with your gua sha. You want to have a really good slip. Another little tip, go ahead and spritz your gua sha tool with some water, or I'm using the Truth Treatment Biomimetic Mineral Mist, but you can use anything you want. So I'm just gonna go through this quickly for you because we don't want this to be, it's already 11 minutes, the video. I don't know how much of it I'll cut out. And my hair is in rollers because I'm going right upstairs to do another video for you. Okay, so we are going to take our gua sha and we're going to start on our neck. Now you actually, if I wasn't on camera, I could be naked and you can incorporate all the way to here and move up. But because I'm on camera, I'm just going to do what's appropriate and proper, okay? All right, so we're gonna take our gua sha, and notice I have the grooved in part, not the rounded part, the grooved in part, and this is a little bit larger than this, you can see. So this is going to lay on my skin. Now, what I've seen a lot of people doing is this. Now, I'm no expert. I did not create gua sha. I have just really, over the years, watched a lot of people. I have really looked up the experts on this, and I have learned a lot of their tips and techniques. So that's what I'm going to share with you. All right, so I'm taking this. A lot of people will go like this and just run up. That's not what you want to do. You want to lay that gua sha down so it looks like this. And you want to glide up with the gua sha really laying on your skin. You don't want to go up like this. You want to lay it down and go up. And then when you want to give just a little massage. And you're going to repeat that for 3 to 4 times. And the wiggle is just 1, 2, 3. It's not a big deal. And then we're going to come back down and 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to move to the next part of the throat. And we're coming up under the jaw with that little bit of massage. 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to turn it around and we're going to do the other side. And lay it down, up, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to take it and go up the center, under the jaw, under the chin, I should say. And tilt your head back so you have, a little bit of a stretched skin. I think it engages the muscles. And we're going to turn it around, do the same thing on the other side. See how I'm laying it flat? And then coming up, so it's flatter. So now to do the center of the throat, you're going to take the grooved part and you're going to go up, keeping the skin nice and tight. And that is 4. So now I've done the whole neck area. So now I'm going to start working on the under jaw. So I want to take the larger part. This is what I prefer. Now, this one here is, I just think it's shaped much nicer. This is a little, I don't know, harsh. I just think this really fits in the hand well, and I really love the way it works. So now I'm coming up underneath the jaw, and I'm going to hold my thumb right next to it here, and I'm going to go all the way up to just behind the ear, a little bit of a massage. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to work the actual jawline. You can use the larger side or the smaller size. I like to use the large, so I'm going to go right in the groove now. And I'm going to go right to the masseter. And I'm going to turn this and just do a little bit of acupressure. Move it up a little bit. And then all the way, and just a little massage. Moving on to the other side, to the masseter, little pressure point, and right to the ear. Okay, so we're done with that. So now I'm just going to do a sweep over the mouth and the lower part of the face. Three or 4 times. Okay, so now is when you're going to work on your lymphatic drainage, which is very important. So we're going to work down towards the heart. And you just need to do 2 strokes in each area. Move it along. On the other side. It doesn't matter if you switch hands or not. Whatever's easiest for you. And then I just do a final sweep over the chest towards the heart. And then that is the actual treatment that you would do. So now I just have a cloth here with very warm water because I want to remove that oil. You can either wash your face or not. Because I'm on camera, I'm just going to do it this way. And I'm going to remove any excess because some of it has absorbed. Of course, you'll also want to clean your tool, and I just wash it down with warm water. That is it. Okay, so that is all we're going to do. So now what I do is I go in with the Multi-Action Sculpting Cream. And I love this cream. I've been using it for a very long time. And I'm just going to take a small amount of it, and I'm going to massage it into my fingertips, and I'm going to go ahead and massage it into my neck, all over my chest, Harley, and then I'll take a little bit more, my fingertips, and I'll go ahead and massage that in, and I'm going to take my fingers, and I'm just going to give myself an extra little massage here. This feels so good if you have TMJ. That's it for the actual treatment, but many of you have been asking me how I feel about facial exercising. Whatever works for you, it's fine. Who am I to say anything? So I did dig out this old book that I have, and this was written many years ago, and it's one of the better ones. It just shows you what you should be doing. But I did want to show you a couple of things that you can do for the neck area to strengthen and maybe keep it a little tighter for a little bit longer. So if you just put your hand on your shoulder and your hand on your head, of course, this would be much easier if I didn't have rollers. And first, you want to stretch. Now drop your arm down and just extend your arm and just do a little stretch on the side of your neck. And you want to repeat and do the same thing on the other side. And I'm going to push down with my hand and just extend a little bit of pressure on my head to stretch the side muscles, to get a really good stretch. If you notice, a lot of men don't have problems here because they do the isometrics of shaving. And they're constantly doing this and this and this, and they're keeping all that area tight. So if you just turn your head slightly up, and you'll feel a stretch through here, and then like kiss in the air. Turn your head and do the same thing. Now you can also take your head back, push your jaw out, I'm like a big old guppy sitting here. So there are many things we can do outside of procedures. So, and for me, as I mentioned, surgery is just not an option. So I'm really working on the neck area. So don't forget, if you're interested in the multi-action sculpting cream that's going to be featured in that movie MACK and RITA with Diane Keaton, the sale runs from August 12th until August 16th. Invisicrepe Body Balm and Multi-Action Sculpting Cream are on sale for 50% off, and the code is SKIN50. So I really wanted to share a couple of other things with you, but this video is getting kind of long. But I'm going to do it anyway. Colleen Rothschild, you know I love her hair mask. It is probably, it's my most favorite. I have two favorite. I have a couple of favorites. Maybe a mask favorite video. I don't know. Anyway, she recently came out with the Replenish Shine Daily Conditioner. So I have used this, and I must report that I love it. My hair was washed with Colleen Rothschild shampoo and conditioner today. So in my next video, I'll point out so that you can see. But let me tell you, this is beautiful. I am very, very picky about my conditioners. They must detangle. I must be able to comb a wide tooth comb through them. This does that. It smells just like the mask. So if you love the mask, the smell is identical. It is beautiful. And it comes in this great little pump. It's really beautiful. I love her pink packaging. Everything is wonderful, but the product is what matters. It is good, my friends. It is good. And you can save 20% with my code. I think it's 20%. I hope it's 20%. Anyway, everything will be listed and linked below for you. Now, Bay Harbor Beauty, if you have been watching every single video I do, you know that I got the candle for Baccarat Rouge 540. It was actually a Christmas gift to me, and I love it. It is such a, it's a smoky, it's just so, it's sexy, it's feminine, it's smoky, it's beautiful, but it is expensive. Well, one of my friends was watching, and she actually was gifted this, and she could not wear it because it did not agree with her husband. So she sent it to me. So now I am able to really smell this. And it's funny because when we were back in New York, I had lunch with a very old friend who I hadn't seen for years. She actually owned the model agency that I worked for, Melissa. So I went to meet them for lunch, and when we saw each other, we hugged, of course. And I said to her, ooh, you smell wonderful. What is it? She goes, Baccarat 540, I think it's Baccarat Rouge 540. And I said, ooh, I have that, but it is pricey, my friends. It is very pricey, very expensive. I don't know if I could bite the bullet to buy this. Call me cheap, call me whatever you want. I don't know. I like to say smart, frugal, I don't know. So Bay Harbor Beauty, you know I already love so many of her body products. Absolutely love them, been using them for years. She has the Baccarat Glowing Body Oil. This is the Bay Harbor Beauty version. It is a dead on. It is dead on, my friends. It is beautiful. And I also have the jojoba bead honey foaming scrub, which you know I love. I need to get the cream because you can layer these and you will smell just like this. So I wanted to share that with you. And also in her lineup is her brand new white tea body wash. This is for your body, but safe for the vaginal area. So I have been using it in that area, and it is perfect. It has no essential oils. She actually put vanilla powder in this for the scent. It has a very, very, very slight scent of vanilla, but it's not in the form of essential oils. It is beautiful. It's sulfate-free, no fragrance added. Vitamins and botanicals help keep the skin smooth. Vanilla powder is an antioxidant and helps treat dry, dull skin. And you know that with menopause, the vaginal area goes through a lot of changes. So we have something else, because you know the other one, Sweet Spot, which I love, it's a little harder to find, and now they've jacked their prices up so high. And with Bay Harbor Beauty, you can use my code and get 10% off there. So that is it for today's video. Everything will be listed and linked below for you. Let's firm up those jaws, ladies. Let's keep that décolleté looking beautiful. I am telling you, I have the crepiest skin out there. I swear I do. I mean, really, I am a gator. And this Invisicrepe, I use it all the time, especially on my, for some reason, my worst skin is on my shin area and just above my knee. But I also use it on my chest area. It all depends. This one here, I have been focusing really on the jawline. Now I've incorporated it down the neck, and I have been using the Ultra Firming Dry Oil when I do my gua sha. So we'll check back and see how it's all going. And when you start accusing me of having a neck lift, you know it's all working. All right, friends, so if you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you as an ageless beauty. So on your way out, hit the subscribe button, and right next to it is a bell that'll notify you of all the videos that I'm putting up. I'm so happy to be back. Until the next time, my friends, you go out in the world and be lovable. And remember, it is okay to love our age. I love you all. Bisous.